Welcome back. Ninth standard science 1 chapter number 1 laws of motion. Last time we have seen up to this topic. Okay, then after next topic we learn today. Let us start now. Next topic, science 1 laws of motion. Listen carefully. Let us start now. Next topic of this chapter, video number 3. Momentum. Look at here. The effect of one object striking another object depends both on the mass of the former object and its velocity. The effect of one object striking another object depends both on the mass of the former object and its velocity. Look at here, the effect of this object on this. Okay, look at the video. Write down this sentence: applied force F, then the mass of this object and the velocity moving from here to here. This property is related to mass and velocity of the striking object. This property was termed momentum by Newton. Okay, this property is related to the mass and velocity of the striking object. This property was termed momentum by Newton. Momentum has magnitude as well as direction. Okay, momentum has magnitude as well as direction. Look at this picture. This is one steel ball and the another ball striking from this ball to these balls. Its direction is the same as that of velocity. Its direction is the same as that of velocity. That's why the momentum is a scalar quantity. In SI system, the unit momentum is kilogram meter per second, while in CGS system is gram centimeter per second. Write down the units of the momentum. In SI system, the unit of momentum is kilogram meter per second, while in CGS system is gram centimeter per second. The unit asked in the examination, then you remind the unit of the momentum. Momentum. The definition of momentum, this is the definition of momentum. Momentum is the product of mass and velocity of an object. Momentum is the product of mass and velocity of an object. That is the momentum. P is equal to mv. Momentum is the vector quantity. Correction, I said momentum is a scalar quantity. By mistake, the mistake is correction here. Momentum is the vector quantity because the momentum to need direction and unit also. Newton's law. The rate of change of momentum is the proportional to the applied force, and the change of momentum occurs in the direction of the force. The rate of change of momentum is proportional to the applied force, and the change of momentum occurs in the direction of the force. Here, look at here, the force from this elephant is 200 Newton and also this elephant is 200 Newton. Then the both force are equal, that's why the net force is equal to 0 because no moment, no any other end, this wood does not going to this place or this place, that's why the net force is 0. Okay, the rate of change of momentum is proportional to the applied force and the change of momentum occurs in the direction of the force. Both forces are equal, that's why net force is equal to 0 and both are the opposite direction. Okay, suppose an object of mass m has an initial velocity mu. When a force F is applied in the direction of its velocity for time t, its velocity becomes v. Look at this picture, video. Yes, this is the balloon, this is the ball. Yes, one person push the ball and you see the speed of the ball increases. Okay, the initial momentum of the object is equal to mu into m into mu or mu into m. Its final momentum after time t is equal to m into v. Rate of change of momentum is equal to change in momentum upon time. Rate of change of momentum is equal to change of momentum is, okay, v is the final time, time and the final momentum and the mu is the initial momentum and t is the time. That's why mv minus m mu upon t, this is the formula rate of change of momentum. Is equal to, m is common here, v is remaining, then bracket v minus mu. Yes, both are m. Okay, that's why the m and m is common. M minus mu is remaining in the bracket and upon t. According to Newton's second law of motion, the rate of change of momentum is proportional to the applied force. M into A proportional to F. F is equal to K into MA. K is the constant proportionality value of K is 1. Yes, K is 1. The proportionality value of K is 1. F is equal to K into M into A. And 1 is substitute of K. Then the formula will become F is equal to MA. Okay, look at this. 1 is substitute of K. Then 1 into MA is MA. F is equal to MA. That is the last formula of force. F means force. In SI system, the unit of force is Newton. SI system, unit of force is Newton. In CGS system, the unit of force is dyne. CGS system, unit of force is dyne. Okay. Consider two objects having different masses which are initially at rest. Suppose a force acts at time t on both objects. The lighter object starts moving faster than heavier objects. However, we know that the rate of change of momentum F in both objects is same. Okay? When the small object and you took small object and bigger object, smaller and bigger, and push both object by the same force, what will happen? The smaller object moving faster and the heavier objects moving slowly. That is the rate of change of momentum when in both objects is same. Force of the both objects is same. Consider two objects having different masses which are initially at rest. Suppose a force acts at time t on both objects. The lighter object starts moving faster than heavier objects. However, we know that the rate of change of momentum F in both objects is same. Newton's third law of motion. First law, second law. Okay, we have learned about force and its effect on an object through Newton's first law and second law of motion. Then we learn third law of motion. Look at here, first law, second law. Force is a reciprocal action between two objects. Forces are always applied in pairs. Forces are always applied in pairs. The force does not apply one side. That's why the forces are always applied in pairs. Every time force comes in pairs. Okay? Force is reciprocal action between two objects. Forces are always applied in the pairs. For example, when you pick up the book from your bags, then you applied the force of the book and the books also applied the force from the book of you. Okay? Then the books also applied the force and you also applied the force. That's why the forces are always applied in the pairs. Look at here. When one object applies a force on another object, the latter object also simultaneously applies a force on the former object. When one object applies a force on another object, the latter object also simultaneously applies a force on the former object. This person applied the force from this box and the box applied force also to the person. That's why the forces come pairly every time. The forces between two objects are always equal and opposite. Forces of two objects in between two objects are always equal and opposite. Both forces are equal. From box force and person's force, always equal and opposite. The force applied by the first object is called action force. Okay? The force applied by the first object. When the person applied the force of this car, okay, then the force applied by the force object is called action object, and the force applied by the second object is called as reaction force. Action and reaction. Look at here. While the force applied by the second object on the first is called reaction of force. Action and reaction force are equal, are come together. That's why the force comes pair every time. Newton's law. Every action force has an equal and opposite reaction force which has simultaneously. Every action force has an equal and opposite reaction force which has simultaneously. Look at here, one person, and this is a string. The force direction is here and the force direction is here. Both forces are opposite. First one, some more characteristics of the third law of motion. Action and reaction are terms that express force. This is the action and this is the reaction. This is the action and this is the reaction. Any other force or action, and first is the action and second one is reaction. That's why the action and reaction are terms that express force. These forces act in pairs. One force cannot exist by itself. Look at here. Okay? These forces act in pair. These forces, this force and this force cannot exist itself. One force cannot exist by itself. Third one, action and reaction forces act simultaneously. This is the action and the donkey react with this person's action. Okay, action and reaction forces act simultaneously. Fourth one, action and reaction forces act on different objects. This person is pull and this person is push. That's why action and reaction forces acts on different object. Sorry. They do not act. Okay. Look the sentence once again. They do not act on the same object and hence cannot cancel each other's effect. They do not act on the same object and hence cannot cancel each other's effect. Suppose an object A has mass m1 and its initial velocity is 1. An object A has mass m1 and its initial velocity is mu1. An object B has mass m2 and initial velocity mu2. Then according to the formula of momentum, the initial momentum of A is equal to m1 mu1. The initial momentum, and the initial momentum of B is equal to m2 mu2. Suppose these two objects collide. Let the force on A due to B be F1. This force will cause acceleration in A and the velocity will become v1. Look at here, the force will cause acceleration in A and its velocity will become v1. All sentences write in your notebook, and every subject have the different book. Okay. Momentum of A after collision is equal to m1 v1. According to Newton's third law of motion, A also exerts an equal force. A also exerts an equal force on B but in the opposite direction. This will cause a change in the momentum of B. If its velocity after collision is v2, the momentum of B after collision m2 into v2. A also exerts unequal force. Exerts. Okay. The momentum of B after collision m2 and m2 into v2. Momentum of A after collision m1 v1 like this m2 v2. Okay. If F2 is the force that acts on object B, F2 is equal to minus F1. Then therefore M2 into U2 is equal to minus M1 into A1. Therefore the M2 into bracket V2 minus mu2 upon T is equal to minus M1 into V1 minus mu1 upon T, and the substitute value of A is here. A value of A is equal to V minus U upon T. That's why the A2 is equal to V2 minus mu2 upon T. Then A1 is equal to V1 minus mu1 upon T. Then the substitute A is not here showing. Okay. Then substitute value of A is this. T and T get cancelled here. Look at here. The value of A substituted from this on this formula, and we make the next line. Yes, T and T will be cancelled. M2 into V2 minus mu2 bracket in bracket M2 into bracket V2 minus mu2 is equal to minus M1 into bracket V1 minus mu1. Look at here, M2 V2, yes, multiplication of M2 into V2 is M2 V2, minus sign is here, M2 into mu2 is M2 mu2, then minus M1 into V1 is minus M1 V1, and minus M1 into minus mu1, minus into minus is plus, M1 mu1 is as it is here. Okay. M2 V2 plus M1 V1 is equal to M2 mu2 plus M1 mu1. This is the minus here, negative side coming this side positive, and this is the negative coming this side positive. Okay, that's why the M2 V2 plus M1 V1 is equal to M2 mu2 plus M1 mu1. Thus, if no external force is acting on two objects, then their total initial momentum is equal to their total final momentum. This statement is true for any number of objects. Most important sentence, this is the most statement. Thus, if no external force is acting on two objects, then their total initial momentum is equal to their total final momentum. This statement is true for any number of objects. Law of conservation of law of conservation of momentum. Law of conservation of momentum. When no external force acts on two interacting objects, their total momentum remains constant. It does not change. It does not change. Here is the horse cart, means tanga. Okay, look at the cart of the horse. Same is bullock cart. Okay. When no external force acts on two interacting objects, their total momentum remains constant. It does not change. This corollary to Newton's third law of motion. This is corollary to Newton's third law of motion. Corollary. Explanation. Step 1, this is the moving ball, this is the stationary ball. Step 2, the moving ball collide onto the stationary ball. Stationary ball, when the collide of the stationary ball, moving ball collide onto the stationary ball, this stationary ball moving back and the moving ball coming back and stationary ball moving forward. Okay, the momentum is unchanged. The momentum is unchanged. The momentum gets redistributed between the colliding objects. The momentum gets redistributed between the colliding objects. The momentum of one of the objects decreases while that of the other increases. Look at here. The momentum of one of the objects decreases while that of the other increases. Thus, we can also state this corollary as follows. When two objects collide, the total momentum before collision is equal to the total momentum after collision. When two objects collide, the total momentum before collision is equal to the total momentum after collision. In order to understand this principle, let us consider the example of bullet fired from a gun. Here is the bullet and where is also bullet. But the bullet shoot from this gun, that's why the bullet moving forward and the gun moving backward. Yes, this is the direction of the gun and this is the direction of the bullet. Okay, so F1 is equal to F2 here. Force 1 is equal to force 2. Example of Newton's third law of motion. When a bullet of mass m1, its velocity becomes v1 and its momentum becomes m1 into v1. Mass of the gun is m1 and velocity is v1 and its momentum becomes m1 v1. Before firing the bullet, both the gun and the bullet are rest and hence total momentum initially is 0. Before firing the bullet, both the gun and the bullet are the rest. Bullet and gun. Okay, the bullet are rest, bullet and gun are the rest and hence total momentum initially is 0. When the bullet and gun before firing, the total momentum is 0. According to the above law, the total final momentum also has to be 0. also has to be 0. Thus, the forward moving bullet causes the gun to move. Backward motion of gun is called its recoil. What is the definition of recoil? The forward moving bullet causes the gun to move. Backward motion of gun is called its recoil. When the bullet shoot out from this gun, then the bullet forward and the gun coming backward direction or motion, that is the recoil. The velocity of recoil V2 is such that m1 into v1 plus m2 into v2 is equal to 0, or v2 is equal to m1 upon m2 into v1. Yes, v2 and m2 is multiplication, coming this side dividation. We look here, m1 v1 upon m2, m1 v1 upon m2, and the v1 multiple to m1. That's why you can write also this step. Okay, as the mass of the gun is much higher than the mass of the bullet. Okay, as the mass of the gun is much higher than the mass of the bullet. You know that the mass of the gun is greater than mass of the bullet. Bullet is smaller than gun, that's why the mass of gun is greater than bullet. The velocity of gun is much smaller than the velocity of bullet, and that of the gun are equal and their directions are opposite. Bullet and that of the gun are equal and their directions are opposite. Thus, the total momentum is constant. Total momentum is also constant during the launch of a rocket. Second example of the Newton's third law of motion. Total momentum is also constant during the launch of a rocket. See here. When you launch, scientists launch the rocket, the total momentum is a constant. Thus, the mass of cannon is 500 kilogram and it recoils with a speed of 2.5 meter per second. What is the momentum of the cannon? What is the momentum of cannon? Cannon means top in Marathi. Okay. Mass of the cannon is equal to 500 kilograms is given. Recoil speed is equal to 0.25 meter per second. Recoil speed is 2.5 meter and here is a 0.25 meter per second. Is this is correct or this is correct? Only one is correct here. Okay, meters here 0.25 meters. This is the kilometers. This is the meters, 2.5 meters and 2.5 meters also, but here is the correction. Momentum is equal to m into v. Yes, correction here. Okay, 500 into 0.25. Okay, then the multiplication of 500 and 0.25 is 125 kilogram meter per second. Here is the correction, 0.25 meter per second. Small example in your book, so you can do the correction of this video. Okay, F is 2.5 meter per second. Write down here 2.5 meter per second, and the multiplication of this 2.5, then the multiplication will be change here. Okay, look at in your textbook and correct the example. Two balls have masses of 50 gram and 100 gram and they are moving along the same line in the same direction with velocity of 3 meter per second and 1.5 meter per second respectively. They collide with each other and after the collision, the first ball moves with a velocity of 2.5 meter per second. Calculate the velocity of another ball after collision. Yes, one is the ball is 50 gram, 50 gram and 100 gram. This is the 50 grams and this is the 100 gram. Okay, velocity of 3 meters and velocity of 1.5 meters because the masses are the different by double and single. This is a single, this is double, this is double, this is single. Given the mass of first ball is equal to m1 equal to 50 gram equal to 0.5 kilograms. Okay, m1 is equal to 50 grams is equal to 0.05 kilograms. The conversion of the 50 grams upon 1000, then the calculation will become here 0.05 kilograms. The mass of the second ball is equal to m2. 100 upon 1000 is equal to 0.1 kilograms. Grams, when the grams converted into kilograms, that's why you can divide the 1000 because the 1000 grams is 1 kilogram. Initial velocity of the first ball is equal to mu1 is equal to 3 meter per second square. Initial velocity of the second ball is equal to mu2 is equal to 1.5 meter per second square. Mu1 is equal to 3 meter per second. Mu2 is equal to 1.5 meter per second. Final velocity of the first ball is equal to v1 is equal to 2.5 meter per second. Okay, here is the final velocity and the final velocity of the second ball v2 is equal to question mark. Yes, this is the sentence. Final velocity of the second ball is equal to v2 is equal to question mark. Sorry. According to the laws of conservation of momentum, total initial momentum is equal to total final momentum. mu1 u1 plus m1 mu1 plus m2 mu2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Substitute the value of given. m1 is equal to 0.05 into 3. m1 is 0.05. mu1 is 3. m2 0.1 into 1.5. m2 is 0.1. mu2 is 1.5. m1 is 0.05 and v1 is equal to 2.5 plus m2 is given 0.1 and v2 is not given. That's why the v2 as it is here. Okay, then the multiplication of this 0.15, multiplication of this 1.5, 0.15 also because the 2 decimal point coming here. That's why the 0.15 the multiplication of these two. Look at here, 0.05 into 3 is equal to 0.15 and the multiplication of these also 0.15. The multiplication of these is 0.125 and the multiplication is 0.1 into v2. Yes, 0.15 and 0.15 is 0.30. You cannot write here 0 because the after 2 decimal point 0 is coming here. That's why you cancel the 0 and 0.3 is equivalent to 0.30 is equal to 0.10 0.125 plus 0.1 V2. The next step is 0.3 V2 is come here. Okay, this 0.125 minus 0.3. Okay, subtraction between these 0.3 minus 0.125. This is right down here, right here. Okay, then the multiplication of 0.1 V2 is equal to the subtraction between 0.3 minus 0.125. After point only one number here, then you can write 3. Here is the 3 digit, then you can also write 3 digit. 3 digit means 0 and 0, write down 0.300 minus 0.125. Okay, 0.300 minus 0.125, and the subtraction between 0.300 minus 0.125 is 0.175. Okay, then V2 is equal to 0.175. This is the multiplication here coming this side dividation. Okay, point 1 after point 1 number here, after point 3 digit here, then the point coming this side, then this point also coming this side, then the answer will be 1.75. 1.75. Then V2 is equal to 1.75 meter per second. Okay, the velocity of the other ball, second ball, 100 grams. Okay, velocity of the other ball is equal to 1.75 meter per second. This is the last sentence. We will find, we should find, केलंच पाहिजे आपण सिद्ध. ओके, समरी. Read and write the summary. What is the summary in the chapter are given here. This summary is very important to write. Okay. Distance is the length of the actual path traveled by an object in motion while going from one point to another point, whereas displacement is the minimum distance between the starting and finishing point. The displacement that occurs in unit time is called velocity, depends on speed as well as direction. Okay, if an object covers equal distance in equal time intervals, it is said to be moving with uniform speed, and if it covers unequal distance in equal time, it is called as non-uniform speed. All definition coming in this summary, so you can see the video carefully and write down the every definition. The video speed is very slow, then you can write when you look the video into the video, that time you'll write also, because the video speed is very slow. The rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. The acceleration definition coming here. Acceleration may be positive, negative or zero. 3 types of acceleration. Okay, positive, negative or zero. 3 equation of motion is equal to, first one is v is equal to mu plus at. Second equation, s is equal to u into t plus 1 half a into t square. Third one, v square is equal to mu square plus 2 into a into s. When an object is moving with a constant speed along a circular path, the motion is called uniform circular motion. Speed is very slow, so you can write At the same time, when you look into the mobile on the mobile screen. Newton's first law of motion, law of inertia, an object continues to remain at rest or in a state of uniform motion along a straight line unless an external unbalanced force acts on it. Newton's second law of motion, the rate of change of momentum is proportional to the applied force and the change occurs in the direction of force. Momentum is a vector quantity. It is the product of mass and velocity. P is equal to m into v. P is the symbol of the momentum. Newton's third law, every action force has an equal and opposite reaction. Force which acts simultaneously when two objects collide, the total momentum before collision is equal to the total momentum after collision. m2 into v2 plus m1 into v1 is equal to m1 into u1 plus m2 into v2. The chapter is finished here. After this video, I will send the video of the exercise answer of the question. But before you write the sentence and definition, you watch in your video, and I ask you that time you send me a picture in your of your notebook. Till then, bye and take care.